guys having a good day today? Today I want to talk about a couple of things that I do not like about my Ford Focus ST. There's a lot of things about this car that I do love. This car does a lot of things extremely well, but there are a couple things that I wish, Ford would have thought through a little bit better. Again, these things are not, huge gripes, but they are just things I wish that Ford would have improved a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about is the size of the gas tank in this car. This car does have an unusually small size gas tank. It's close to 11 gallons, which normal cars have around 14 gallons. So if you do enjoy driving your Focus ST a lot, you are going to have to gas up quite a bit. Now, granted, right now in this car I'm averaging about 26.2 miles per gallon, so I can stretch it out a little bit, but if you like to drive the car like an enthusiast, you will be having to stop for gas quite a bit. The second gripe that I have about this car is the turning radius. This car does have unusually wide tires from the factory. It's got 235, 40, 18 tires. So with a car that has such a wide stance as this, and this car does handle extremely well, it's one of its best attributes, but on the downside of that, what you get is an 11-point turn where it would take you a 3-point turn in a normal car. I nicknamed this car the dump truck whenever I have to do a 3-point turn, because it usually ends up being about a 7-point turn. The next gripe that I do have is about the wheel hop in this car. Granted, I know it's a front-wheel drive car, you're going to get that with front-wheel drive, but when you are launching this car, you do get an unusual amount of wheel hop. Now, there are remedies to this. You can get more solid motor mounts and replace, the polyurethane soft rubber mounts that it comes with, but one of the things that you're going to be sacrificing for that is going to be the ride quality. It's going to be a lot more stiff. You're going to get a lot more vibration through the more solid motor mounts. So that is just something that you're going to have to deal with, or upgrade the mounts to a more solid bushing, which will be more vibration. Another thing that I do not like is the seats. Now, I love the way the seats look. They look amazing, and the Recaros really, the bolsters really hold you in really well while you're driving. It's a very sporty seat. I do love the Recaros. The one thing that I do not like, though, is the fact that Ford did, on the ST2 package, they did the partial leather and partial cloth. Now, I do love the way the seats look. The issue with it that I have is that they are so damn hard to keep clean. If you wear a lot of blue jeans and stuff like that, the jeans tend to rub off on the seats a little bit, and you do have to spend a lot of time keeping them clean, especially in this color, which this color gets it the worst because it's the lightest color out of all the STs. I don't think that the white ST is a partial with white. I believe that they're just black and gray. But as far as the yellow goes, it is very hard to keep clean. You have to really, really, really be on it for them to continuously look good. Now, when they are clean, they look amazing. So I don't have a complaint about the comfortness of the seat or anything like that. It's just basically that it's so hard to keep clean because of the partial leather and partial cloth. The last thing that I have a gripe about, which is a very minor thing to gripe about, but everybody, should know that, when you're driving in a car with the windows up, it's nice and quiet, but sometimes you do have to roll your window down for whatever reason, and you do know that you get that, I don't know how to describe it, but you get that overbearing wind flapping all over the place when you have one window down and the rest of them are up. Now, I have noticed that in this car, that scenario happens way worse than in other cars. This car, just putting the window down, even a little bit, creates that funnel of air bouncing around, you know, inside the cabin, and it gets very, very hard to deal with, even if you're not driving that fast. Now, again, this is a very small gripe. What I usually do if I have all the windows up and I need to put my window down, see, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but it's already flapping around. So what I do, I just reach up, pop the sunroof open a little bit, and that fixes the scenario. But still, you know, I wish that I could roll my window down if I have to, and it not be flapping all over the place like I'm in a crazy funnel of air in here, like a tornado's going around in here. So that's pretty much it. Those are the gripes that I have about, you know, my Focus ST. They're not huge gripes. I do love the car, and, you know, if I had to do it again, I would. I absolutely love this car. I just wish that, you know, when I get my Focus RS, that those issues aren't as prominent. I already do know that as far as the seats go, they're not going to be having that issue. In the RS, the seats are all dark colored, so I know I will not be having an issue with that. As far as the gas tank goes, I believe the gas tank is a little bit bigger, so I will not be having to stop for fill-up so often. As far as the motor mounts, I have to do a little more research into that, but I do believe the motor mounts are a little bit better, and I know that I will not be having wheel hop issues in an all-wheel drive car, especially with the launch control in the Focus RS, excuse me. So I do think that the Focus RS is going to be a better car. From what I've read, it seems to be on the path to being a very, very good car. I will be finding out for sure once I get it, but it is looking very good for me with the RS. I think that I'm going to be very satisfied. So that's it, guys. That's my things that I do not like about my Focus ST. There are definitely more pros than cons to this car, because anybody who knows me knows that I've loved this car the entire time. I've done nothing but brag about this car. It's been such a great little car to own, and it's been a pleasure driving it. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on the next one.